Last season, everyone thought Real Madrid was about to become unstoppable. Mbappe had finally joined. Jude Bellingham had just delivered the season of his life. Vini Jr was maturing into a global superstar. On paper, this team looked like a cheat code. But football isn't played on spreadsheets. The result? A season full of false starts, painful losses, and one brutal reminder. Star power means nothing without direction. Now the lights are back on in Madrid, and leading the charge is a new man on the sidelines. One who once dictated the rhythm of the Bernabéu as a player, and now returns to rewrite history as its coach. Xabi Alonso. And this time, he's not here to just make Madrid better. He's here to build something terrifying. But building a monster takes more than just ambition. It takes control, clarity, and a manager who isn't afraid to rip apart the old to create something new. And that's exactly what Xabi Alonso is doing. Piece by piece, system by system, soul by soul. With a modern playbook, a squad full of stars, and the heart of a warrior, Alonso's Madrid isn't here to compete. It's here to dominate. And everything begins with the collapse that made this revolution necessary. When Kylian Mbappé finally arrived at the Bernabéu, fans expected fireworks. His arrival was hyped as the final piece of an already dominant puzzle. And for a moment, it looked like the dream was real. Madrid opened the season by steamrolling Atalanta in the UEFA Super Cup. Mbappé linked effortlessly with Vinicius and Bellingham. The press was euphoric. Fans were ready. But football has a cruel way of humbling even the most confident. What followed was a brutal 3-month slump. Draws, narrow wins, and inexplicable losses. In La Liga, they bounced between first and fourth like a team without an identity. And then came the ultimate humiliation. A Champions League exit at the hands of Arsenal. Declan Rice, while a player many said wasn't Madrid level, looked like a mix of Beckham and Roberto Carlos for 90 minutes. The most successful club in European football had been tactically outclassed again. For a club like Madrid, where Champions League success is expected, failure doesn't go unnoticed. The boardroom gets nervous, the locker room grows tense, and the fans? They don't forgive. This was not a team simply underperforming. It was a system collapsing under its own weight. And when systems collapse, someone takes the fall. Despite all his success, Carlo Ancelotti became the scapegoat. He was shown the door, not because he wasn't good enough, but because Madrid needed something radically different. Not just a new manager, but a new identity. It wasn't just a managerial switch. It was a statement. Florentino Perez didn't go after another superstar name or veteran tactician. He went after a visionary. A man with Madrid in his blood, but Germany on his resume. Xabi Alonso didn't just make Bayer Leverkusen better, he made them historic. When he arrived, they were hovering above the relegation zone. By the end of his first full season, they were invincibles. Unbeaten Bundesliga champions, DFB Pokal winners, Europa League finalists. He didn't just disrupt Bayern's dominance, he shattered it. And he did it playing electric, modern football, pressing high, attacking with purpose, defending with intelligence. Every player on the pitch had a role, but also freedom to express. That's what makes Xabi different. Structure without suffocation. He didn't rely on massive signings or superstar egos. He developed what he had. He made average players look elite and good players look world-class. That's not just good coaching, that's elite man management. And it's exactly what Madrid was missing. Alonso's return isn't about nostalgia, it's about philosophy. He brings a footballing ideology shaped by the best, Guardiola, Mourinho, Benitez, and refined with his own voice. A voice that now echoes through the halls of Valdebebas. Forget 4-3-3. This Madrid is evolving. Under Alonso, expect a fluid 3-4 to 2-1 or a 3-5-2. Wingbacks become wingers. Midfielders become quarterbacks. The striker doesn't just score, he initiates the chaos, but most importantly, everyone has a job to do. Where Ancelotti offered freedom, Alonso provides responsibility. It's not rigid, it's intelligent. The midfield presses higher. The defenders stay compact but mobile. Transitions become deadly. And when Madrid counterattacks, it's like a bomb going off. There's purpose in every movement. Every switch of play, every press, every drop into space, it's calculated. And when it works, it doesn't just look good, it destroys. In training, players are drilled on their zones, their responsibilities, their triggers. This isn't just tactics, it's choreography. And when the curtain rises on match day, Madrid will perform a new kind of football ballet, one designed to suffocate the opponent. First up, Jude Bellingham. Last season, he sacrificed his natural role to accommodate others. He played injured, out of position, and still delivered. Now imagine him healthy. In Alonso's system, he plays deeper, box to box, free to roam, press, score, and dominate. Think Ballon d'Or version of Yaya Touré, but with English grit and German discipline. Now, Jude will no longer be limited to plugging tactical holes. He'll have a structure behind him and creative license in front. Alonso's pressing system needs midfielders who are relentless, and Bellingham thrives in chaos. His late runs, fearless dribbling, and hunger to be everywhere make him the ideal engine to fuel Madrid's aggressive transitions. The beauty of Bellingham is that he's not just talent, he's character. He leads without needing an armband. He energizes without needing a speech. In a team full of personalities, he's one of the few who elevates everyone around him. And under a manager who understands midfield dynamics better than anyone, Jude could go from world-class to generational. Fede Valverde is another monster in this system. Tireless, fearless, versatile. Whether it's right mid, center mid, or right wing back, Fede does it all. And when the game needs a hero, he's always there, ready to launch a thunderbolt from 30 yards or chase down a 90th minute counter. Valverde doesn't just run, he hunts. Opponents hate playing against him because he never switches off. Alonso values players like that, ones who don't need motivation because effort is their default mode. He might not get the spotlight, but Fede is the spine of this Madrid team. For years, Mbappé has carried teams by himself. At PSG, everything depended on him. At Madrid last year, the fit was awkward. He was isolated, disconnected. But under Alonso, the game will revolve around him, not be dependent on him. Picture this: two creators behind him, wing-backs stretching the field, Bellingham pressing high, space everywhere. Mbappe isn't just scoring, he's haunting defenders. This is the system that gives him room to breathe and burn. Alonso's 3-4-2-1 unlocks what PSG never could: a world-class striker with elite service, defensive cover, and tactical shape. No more chaos. No more coming deep to rescue broken attacks. Mbappe gets to do what he was born to do: stretch defenses, time his runs, and kill on the counter. And let's be real, he's already producing. Over 30 goals in a bad season. Now settled in Spain with a coach who gets it, Mbappe could go nuclear. This system isn't just perfect for him, it might be the reason he finally wins the Ballon d'Or. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not a right back. Not really. He's a playmaker who just happened to wear number 66 at Liverpool. And now, under Alonso, he gets to be himself. No more chasing wingers. No more covering for center backs. Trent will invert into midfield, launch long balls, and orchestrate attacks. Alonso used Frimpong and Grimaldo at Leverkusen like weapons. Now he has a quarterback with a sniper rifle. Under Klopp, Trent became famous for assists. Under Alonso, he could become feared for control. He won't just be delivering crosses, he'll be dictating tempo, switching the play, and slicing through low blocks. Imagine him next to Valverde or behind Bellingham, always one pass away from unlocking the game. This isn't just a position change, it's a career revival. Trent was often criticized for his defending in a back four, but in a back five, with defensive cover behind, he can finally focus on what makes him special. Expect him to break assist records if this clicks, but let's not sugarcoat it. Real Madrid breaks coaches. At Leverkusen, Alonso had time, support, and patience. At Madrid, every mistake becomes a headline. Every draw is a crisis. One bad week and fans start demanding change. This club doesn't reward progress. It rewards perfection. If Xabi loses 2 games in a row, even his past as a club legend won't save him from criticism. The press will circle. The fans will question. And the board? They'll already be scouting replacements. Even Zidane, a 3-time Champions League winner, had to fight for respect. This job is a furnace, but it's also the most powerful seat in world football. If Alonso succeeds, he's not just building a team, He's building his legacy. If there's one player who can flip Madrid's season upside down, it's Vini. When Vini is flying, Madrid is terrifying. His unpredictability, speed, and sheer willpower can break any defense. But last season, he was often sidelined. Not physically, but tactically. Alonso must bring him back into the heart of the attack. No more wide isolation, no more awkward positioning. Just give him freedom, give him support, and he'll explode. Because when Vini plays at his peak, Madrid becomes unstoppable. This isn't just a new coach, it's a new era. Xabi Alonso brings vision, modern tactics, and a ruthless hunger to win. He has the players, he has the ideas, and now he has the keys to the most demanding club in the world. Madrid 2025 is young, fast, fearless, and ready to explode. But this is Real Madrid, where dreams are built in months and destroyed in minutes. Either this team becomes the most dominant force in football, or it becomes another forgotten rebuild. The only question left is, are we witnessing the birth of a dynasty, or the calm before the storm?